So one of the games that I've been thinking about a lot since I played the demo for the Steam Next Fest was Garde, a game that I originally only heard about from Twitter a couple days before the Next Fest begun. Garde is a swashbuckler action game. Battle graceless guards and nefarious noblemen in fast-paced fights full of spectacle. Use the environment, your wit, and your blade to teach them all a lesson. And I have to say, from the demo alone, I thought this game looked visually quite beautiful. I would like to see more environments, but the trailers and even the screenshots on the store page promise just as much. But for a quick snippet, I really liked what I saw there, and for your need to knows, this is coming from Fireplace Games, who apparently originally this was a student project that was, circulated really well before it was a, quick little game or something like that. I never played the original. Basically, they expanded out to make a full team, and this is like the retelling of that project, much like the Skyrim mod Forgotten City turned into the Forgotten City game. And of course, they're self-publishing this as well, and it's coming in August of 2023. And currently that's only going to be for PC, but who knows, maybe one day in the future. This seems like something that would go really well on console, seeing as how it already has and recommends controller support. And something I really wanted to focus on with that was that it is a spectacle fighter. Something that's really interesting is that as you're using your environment and all of these different picturesque fighting animations, this game looks really well done. Though it does feel a little bit like a flash in the pan as you're moving really quickly through these fights and you take a lot of damage quickly. I'll get into more to the actual mechanics in a few moments. You're going to play as Adalia in her daring escapades full of sword fighting, satire, and shenanigans. Challenge the cruel Count Duke and oppose tyranny with panache? Panache? Oh man, I think I butchered that. I didn't plan for that. Okay, sorry guys. Beautifully painted locations, charismatic characters, and an astounding amount of battle banter will transport you to the golden age of swashbuckling comedy. To me, something that this reminds me of a lot is actually The Princess Bride. It must be because of the sword fighting directly, but the funny little dialogue here and there. And honestly, I loved the demo because the guy was a masked, vigilante who was clearly her brother. And, they were playing it off like they each didn't know that the other knew, but they both actually knew. It was quite cute. So you're going to need to sharpen your sword, grab your boots and hat, and embark on a hilarious, action-packed spectacle. So first off, you've got your fencing with flair. You need to parry, riposte, and lunge your way to victory. Fight with style to fill your panache meter and unlock special skills. But you'll need more than your sword to win the day. You'll also have to adapt and improvise. Challenging, ever-changing fights push you to rely on your cunning and acrobatics to disturb your enemies. You'll need to learn their weaknesses to toy with them and express your fighting style. So one thing that I really need to focus on here is the environment. And I know that's probably something we'll talk about more in a moment, but when there's a large number of enemies in an encounter or even a boss type enemy, sometimes you're going to have to wear down their stagger meters as well. And with experimenting with the environment, certain combat areas are playgrounds full of opportunities to create mischief and gain the upper hand. You're going to surprise, stun, or evade enemies with a variety of objects, from rolling barrels to falling chandeliers. Another big aspect of the game are the theatrical characters. A flamboyant cast dazzles the screen. Adalia and her rivals react to each of your actions, exchanging witty one-liners during the flow of the fight, which I have to say, throughout this, although I didn't listen to all of it super intently because I was trying to focus, it was really good even though it was just a small snippet of kind of like a quick scene. With that, we've got these story episodes as well, and you're going to discover the tales of Adalia, with unique challenges to complete and secrets to uncover. You're going to fight through marketplaces, dungeons, and palaces. The world's a stage for your epic duels. One thing I'm not sure about though is if this is one continuous story or if these episodes are each their own little kind of mini stories as it were. One thing outside of the story that you can unlock is Arena Mode, where you can unlock zany, game-changing modifiers and new fight situations in the Arena Mode. You can play and replay randomized scenarios to test your skill against waves of enemies, which to me sounds absolutely fun, especially if you really enjoy the combat. As for system requirements on PC, as I said, you can see them on the screen here, nothing too crazy in my humble opinion. But note that they are on here as to be confirmed for the processor and the graphics. But for me personally, I never had any issues running this game at max settings. Either way, whether it be the fact that there's a comedic element, the entertaining and not too challenging but super beautiful environments with the sword fighting, I have to say that I'm really excited for this game, and I think you should be too. So if this is what you're into, or if this is something you're excited for, let me know down below, and let me know why. Otherwise, consider subscribing, and yeah, my name is Falling Hurts, and come back in August because I believe this is one that I'm going to be doing a review for, so look out for that on here as well. Anyways, yeah, I thought this game was really cool, and I wish the developers the best. Yeah, so goodbye.